Oh. Racks are installed over the invisible racks over the garage. Tomorrow's flooring. That has room for some racks.
This is what the patched floor looked like. There's quite a few patches at the threshold. A lot of concrete damage. And this is some of the floor has been ground with the cement grinder. There's your cement grinder. And the dust collector. For the epoxy, this whole thing has got to be done. Ground down, don't take too long.
This is what the floors look like after they're ground down with the walk from behind cement grinder. I'll go in the garage too after I show you all three. Okay, this would look like inside. That's the dust collector. It collects all the, this is toxic dust. So it collects all the dust, so I don't breathe it. Although I use I had 2 masks actually. But this is what the ground down floors look like prior to putting on epoxy coat. It's hard to see with the sunlight. It's hard to see what that looks like. Sunlight sort of makes it hard to distinguish. The inside garage doors need to be painted, so that's the first one. Vertical wall's done. More racks, vertical walls. Had to clean all the joints before we do the epoxy coat on the floor, and this will all be vacuumed up. So the joints always have dirt in them. Dirt and rocks. Here it is with the epoxy on, without the broadcast chips yet. The epoxy put down. Doors are half cracked so they can dry and get all pretty. Today is polyaspartic top coat day. To the completed and scraped down and vacuumed up chips on the floor. And that's where I'm going to be. Polyaspartic top coat has been applied. You can see it's shiny and it's drying now. Got the racks, new lights, covers. Okay, today the threshold went in, which is the trim slab gray 3/4 inch joint, which is there on the ground. So you can get a good look at it. That's what the joint repair looks like. That's what it's supposed to look like, instead of that black thing you get when you get new home, when you get home. And then the stairs went in today. They're freshly painted by my assistant, my wife, who does a great job. She made it nice and shiny black. So this is the whole deal. Epoxy coat, polyaspartic top coat is done. The epoxy, so it is ready for action. It's only 1 day old, so I still need another day for drying and congealing. This is the Saferacks garage. It's got 3 invisible racks over the garage door opener. Invisible meaning when the garage doors are open, you don't know that the racks are even there. It also has a 4th rack, which is a freestanding rack, and that is for hanging ladders and bicycles and all that kind of stuff. Also have the wall shelves for hanging probably bicycles, really. And that is slat walls. I put it on my own. Epoxy coat flooring I did on my own. Lots of overhead storage. Since it's a standard size garage, but it's got a high ceiling, the only solution was to go to Saferacks and get their signature products. The actual racks, those are 4x8 hammer tones, 4 of them. And also the hammer tone wall shelves, 2 of them side by side with the hooks. Here's the completed garage in all its glory with filled shelves. With the granite flooring. There is the warehouse for Saferacks, our refrigerators, and then storage of auto stuff and yard stuff on the slat walls. And this is what it looks like done. This is called Maui Sand, and it is it's a color combination of broadcast chips from Versatile Building Products, and it's black, tan, and white chips in order to imitate the color of sand on Maui, Hawaii Island. I noticed a lot of I watch a lot of videos of other garage floor installations, and they're usually the ugliest colors I've ever seen. The thing with broadcast chips is you want to pick a pretty color. This company that I use, Versatile Building Products, has a lot of very pretty colors, like Cookie's one of the colors, Saddle Tan's another color, that are just beautiful on the floor, as opposed to the other companies that are probably cheaper, but they don't give you the color combination that Versatile Building Products has, in my opinion. This is what Maui sand looks like if you exceed the door threshold, the garage door threshold. So that's the color. Gives you a really in-depth